Welcome to SVR IAS Academy. ComeOnIndia.com is our website. Today's date is 13th November 2016. Today we are going to discuss 5 important prelims questions. It can be asked in the prelims 2017 examination. First question is, consider the following statements. Statement A says that marshland acts as a natural boundary between Gujarat on the Indian side and Pakistan's Sindh province. Second statement says that Rashtriya Rifles is guarding this boundary which is located between India and Pakistan. So which of the above statements are correct? So you have to mark the correct statements. So it deals with the Gujarat on the one side and Sindh province on the Pakistan side, whether this boundary is a natural boundary or created artificially. The answer is, it is the natural boundary, and Sir Creek area is located here, is one of the dispute between India and Pakistan. So marshland acts as a natural boundary. The statement A is correct. Now comes to statement B. Rashtriya Rifles is the wrong one. Border Security Force is guarding this boundary. So statement B is wrong. So the correct one has been asked. So the answer is 1, A only. So we advise you to prepare thoroughly on the Sir Creek. It can be asked in the prelims examination. Now let's move to the second question of the day. Consider the following statements with reference to Sir Creek area. The first statement says that Sir Creek area is located exclusively in India. And statement B says that Pakistan claims Sir Creek as a part of its territory. Statement C says that during the summer season, Sir Creek area acts as a home to the flamingos and other migratory birds. So which of the above statements are wrong? So statement A is wrong. Sir Creek area is located both on Indian side as well as in the Pakistan side, Indian state of Gujarat and in the Pakistan state of Sindh. So Sir Creek is located both in India as well as in Pakistan. And Pakistan claims Sir Creek area as a part of its territory. The statement B is correct and statement A is wrong. And statement C, Sir Creek area acts as a home to flamingos and other migratory birds. The statement is correct, but what about summer month or winter month? Which season is correct? Whether summer season or winter season? Winter season is correct, so it is wrong. So statement C is wrong. In the winter season approaches in India, birds from the Siberia is a part in Russia, and birds from the northern China reaches India and other parts of Africa during winter season for food. In the Siberia and northern China, during the winter season, ice formation is maximum, so it is difficult to find the food in the winter season in the Russia, especially in the Siberian region. So that's why birds migrate from north to south in the winter season. So Sir Creek area is one of the area where migratory birds like flamingos visits every year during winter season. So statement A is wrong, B is correct, C is wrong. So which of the above statements are wrong? So A and C only. A and C only. So choice is 4. Now let's move to the third question of the day. That is, which of the following country is not a part of G4? G4 is often coming in the news, especially Indian Prime Minister visited Japan recently and several agreements has been signed between India and Japan, especially on the nuclear cooperation agreement, which is also called as civil nuclear cooperation agreement between India and Japan. About this we already covered in our separate video lecture So let's come back to the G4 countries. It is a group established to get a permanent status in the United Nations Security Council. Reforming the United Nations Security Council is the long-standing demand of the growing countries, especially 4 countries. What are the 4 countries? Before that, just complete the quiz. So which of the following countries are not a part of G4? India is a part of G4. Brazil is also a part of G4. What about Japan and Pakistan? Japan also part of G4. So Pakistan is not a part of G4. G4 nations are India, Japan from the Asian continent, Germany from the European continent, and from the Latin American continent, that is Brazil. So 4 countries formed a group called as G4, and they speak in one voice to get the permanent nation status in the United Nations Security Council, and these 4 countries are pressing the United Nations General Assembly to reform the Security Council to reflect the changing global power status. So in this background, we advise you to prepare thoroughly on the G4 United Nations Security Council. To get a video lectures on these topics, visit our website commandindia.com. Now let's move to the 4th question of the day, that is uniting for consensus is often coming in the news along with the G4. So uniting for consensus is a movement which is against the UNSC expansion. So there are many countries in the world which are opposing the expansion of the United Nations Security Council. At present, there are 5 permanent members in the United Nations Security Council. They are USA, UK, France, and other 2 countries are China and Russia. So often these countries got stuck in the international issues. Each country has veto power. So because of the veto power, any issue to get passed in the UN General Assembly, all 5 veto wielding members should give their assent or they should abstain from voting. If any country votes against the resolution, it cannot be passed. Uniting for Consensus movement says that if permanent members with veto power expanded in the UNSC, say if 5 members goes into 10 or 9, if all G4 countries are included as a permanent members of the UNSC, then 9 members will have veto power. So it will further complicate the decision making process. Even if one country vetoes against any resolution, then nothing will be passed by United General Assembly. Finally, it will lead to the collapse of the United Nations. It is the argument given by Uniting for Consensus movement. Active members of the Uniting for Consensus is Italy, Mexico, Pakistan. So Pakistan is opposing India's entry as a permanent member in the United Nations Security Council. The question is that what is the other name for the Uniting for Consensus movement? Tea club, coffee club, onion club, chili club. So the other name for the Uniting for Consensus is coffee club. Now let's move to the last question of the day, that is on United Nations Security Council. The topic came in the news recently. More than 50 countries supported entry of G4 countries as a permanent members. At the same time, Pakistan opposed India's entry as a UN Security Council permanent member. In this background, consider the following statements with reference to United Nations Security Council. Statement A says that UNSC is the 15-member organ of the United Nations. Statement B says that UNSC has 12 non-permanent members. Statement C says that the term of the UNSC non-permanent members is 3 years. Which of the above statements are not correct? So according to statement A, it is correct. UNSC has 15 members, and statement B is wrong. UNSC has 10 non-permanent members and 5 permanent members. The term of the UNSC non-permanent members is 2 years, so not 3 years. So statement C also wrong. So what is the correct answer? The answer is 3. B and C only. So B and C are wrong answers. That's all about today's prelims question discussion. Share the video with your friends who are preparing for the IAS 2017 prelims examination, and also ask them to subscribe to our YouTube channel, that is SVR IAS. If you are interested to join our online video lectures batch, under this you will get prelims, mains and current affairs online video lectures, prelims test series and mains test series. WhatsApp to us, our WhatsApp number is 809-809-9922. All the best for your IAS exam preparation.